If you've been told that the only way to reverse type 2 diabetes is by losing weight or fasting, you're not alone. It's a message many seniors hear over and over. But what if you're not overweight, or you can't fast safely because of your age, medications, or other health issues? Does that mean you're stuck with diabetes for life? Not necessarily. In today's video from Golden Aging Health, I'll show you 3 proven ways to reverse type 2 diabetes even if you don't lose a single pound or skip a single meal. These strategies are backed by science, safe for older adults, and focused on real senior health, healthy aging, and improving insulin resistance naturally. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal one everyday habit that could be silently raising your blood sugar even if you think you're eating healthy. So stick around, and if you care about your long-term health after 60, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. You won't want to miss the advice I share each day for stronger, healthier aging. Now, let's dive into the first way you can start reversing type 2 diabetes without fasting or losing weight. Strategy number 1. Reduce organ fat, not body weight. The first strategy to reverse type 2 diabetes without fasting or losing weight: reduce the fat stored in your liver and pancreas. You've probably been told for years that losing weight is the key to diabetes reversal. But the truth is, that's not always necessary. Here's why. Research from Professor Roy Taylor at Newcastle University has shown that type 2 diabetes is not just about how much weight you carry, it's about where the fat builds up. In fact, studies show that 20 to 30% of people over 60 with type 2 diabetes have a normal BMI. Even if your BMI is normal, you can still carry hidden fat deep inside your organs. This fat, especially in your liver and pancreas, blocks insulin function and raises blood sugar levels. Doctors call this ectopic fat. To picture it, imagine your pancreas like a sponge. When it's clean, it soaks in insulin production and releases it when needed. But when it's filled with sticky fat, it can't do its job properly even if you look thin on the outside. I want to give you a real example. Anna, 69, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes despite never being overweight. She felt discouraged. How could I have diabetes when I haven't gained weight in years? Instead of trying to lose weight, she shifted her focus. She started eating a lower-carb Mediterranean-style diet, removed sugary snacks, and added a short walk after each meal. She didn't lose a pound, but her A1C dropped from 7.4 to 6.1 in just 4 months. Her doctor confirmed internal fat around her liver had decreased and insulin function improved. The takeaway? You don't need to shrink your body, just the fat inside your organs. Here's how seniors can begin. Cut back on refined carbs and added sugars, white bread, soda, packaged snacks. Add more leafy greens, legumes, and healthy fats. Avoid late-night snacking. Let your body burn stored fat overnight. Have you ever been told that reversing diabetes isn't possible unless you lose weight? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire someone who's feeling stuck. And now, we'll look at another powerful way to lower blood sugar by building something most seniors are already losing: muscle. Strategy number 2. Rebuild muscle to improve insulin sensitivity. When we talk about reversing type 2 diabetes, most people focus on diet. But your muscles play a crucial and often overlooked role in your blood sugar control. That's why strategy number 2 is rebuild muscle to improve insulin sensitivity. Muscle tissue is one of your body's biggest consumers of glucose. The more active and strong your muscles are, the more sugar they can pull out of your bloodstream with or without insulin. This helps reduce insulin resistance, the root cause of type 2 diabetes. But as we age, we naturally start to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. And when muscle declines, blood sugar often rises. Think of your muscles like public buses during rush hour. When they're running on time and available, they carry a lot of glucose passengers quickly and efficiently. But when the bus system is reduced or slow, like in muscle loss, those passengers pile up on the street. That traffic jam is your rising blood sugar. The good news? You don't need to lift heavy weights or go to a gym. Even simple bodyweight exercises, chair squats, resistance bands, or daily walking can help preserve and rebuild muscle and improve your metabolic health. Now let me tell you about David, 65. He was about 15 pounds overweight and had just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He wasn't ready to change his whole diet or skip meals, but he did commit to moving more. David began doing simple strength routines at home, like chair squats, light dumbbell curls, and stretching with resistance bands 3 times a week. He also walked after dinner most evenings, just 20 minutes. After 3 months, his A1C dropped from 7.2 to 6.3, and his doctor began reducing his medication. Even though he only lost about 4 pounds, his body became more insulin sensitive thanks to stronger, more active muscles. Harvard Health and the American Diabetes Association both confirm resistance training improves glucose metabolism and can help reverse diabetes, especially in older adults. Here's how you can get started. Try 2-3 sessions per week of light strength training or resistance band work. Focus on major muscle groups: legs, back, arms. Combine with gentle walking to increase overall activity. If this helps you see blood sugar control in a new light, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple, science-backed tips for healthy aging. Now, let's move on to the third and final strategy, one that's all about when you eat, not just what you eat. Strategy number 3, fixing meal timing. I'll start this last strategy with a true story. Gloria, 70, was doing everything right, or so she thought. She ate healthy, avoided sugar, and watched her portions. But her morning blood sugar stayed high, and her A1C wouldn't budge. When her doctor reviewed her food log, the issue became clear. Gloria wasn't overeating, but her meals were irregular, and she often had a late dinner around 9 p.m. So Gloria made a simple shift. She started eating 3 main meals a day. She stopped all evening snacking, and she made lunch her biggest meal. After 8 weeks, her fasting blood sugar dropped by 15 points, and she didn't change her diet just when she ate. That brings us to strategy number 3, fix your meal timing. Most seniors focus on what they eat, but eating can have just as much impact, especially after 60. Why does it happen? Our metabolism and insulin response slow down as we age, especially later in the day. Late-night eating and frequent snacking can lead to higher blood sugar and poor overnight recovery. See your body like a factory. When meals arrive on a schedule, the workers, your insulin system, handle everything smoothly. But if food shows up at odd hours, the system gets overloaded and glucose starts piling up in the bloodstream. So how can seniors take back control? Here are 3 simple habits. Eat 3 structured meals a day. Avoid all-day grazing. Make lunch the largest meal when your insulin is most responsive. Avoid eating 2-3 hours before bedtime to let your body reset overnight. According to Harvard Health and the National Institute on Aging, consistent meal timing can significantly improve blood sugar, even without fasting or strict dieting. Have you ever noticed how the timing of your meals affects your blood sugar or energy levels? Share your routine in the comments. Your tip might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Do you remember I promised to reveal one hidden habit that could silently raise your blood sugar? Well, now it's time to talk about it. Poor sleep. Most people think blood sugar is only about food or exercise, but the way you sleep matters just as much. Mrs. Allen, 71, told me she wasn't eating late, wasn't overweight, and walked every day, but her blood sugar was still high in the mornings. Then she mentioned her sleep. I only get about 5 hours, and I'm up twice a night. That was the missing link. When your sleep is short or shallow, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol, which tells your liver to pump more glucose into your blood even when you haven't eaten. This raises insulin resistance and makes blood sugar harder to manage the next morning. And sleep is just one of several daily habits that can silently affect blood sugar after 60. To find out the remaining habits and how to fix them, watch our video. Diabetes after 60. Doctors reveal 5 daily habits that raise blood sugar, that you can find the link in the description below. Now, let's take a moment to review the 3 powerful strategies we covered today. First, we learned that it's not about losing body weight, it's about reducing fat in the liver and pancreas, where diabetes begins. You can do that through simple dietary changes, even without seeing the number on the scale drop. Second, we saw how rebuilding muscle helps your body use blood sugar more efficiently, no gym required. Just light strength exercises a few times a week can make a big difference. And third, we discovered how meal timing affects your blood sugar, and how eating earlier and more consistently can bring better control even without fasting. These strategies work even if you're over 60, on medications, or struggling with slow progress. Because reversing diabetes isn't about being perfect, it's about knowing where to focus. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss new senior health tips every day. And for a deeper dive, don't miss our diabetes and blood sugar control playlist, packed with simple, science-backed guidance made just for older adults. Thanks for watching Golden Aging Health, and I'll see you in the next video.